The next game I'm going to be trying during my summer vacation, during the extremely rainy weather, is a god game called Reus. And let me fire that up here. But actually, first, let me change the Twitch game so that people don't jump in thinking that it's Endless Space, which is the last game that we played, because they're going to be disappointed when they see that it looks nothing like what they were expecting. So just give me a moment to do that. And it looks like the Twitch feed was updated. So, jumping into it, Reus, another game I know very little about, another one that I picked up on a Steam sale, probably the summer sale. And of course, Steam, or not Steam, I keep saying Steam, but of course Twitch crapped out on me. So I think it's back now, hopefully. Does that a lot, unfortunately. Not sure what's going on there. Let me change the video options here. Well, actually, I think if I turn off full screen, it gets rid of the 1280 by 720 resolution, so I'm just going to have to play this game full screen. Hopefully I'll recognize if... I keep wanting to say Steam. Hopefully I'll recognize if Twitch cuts out on me while I'm playing this. I'll be watching the Twitch feed over here on the left, but... So this is my first time playing this game, so if you were hoping to see an expert play, it's probably not the right place to come. Game mode, beginning, era first. I'll just go with the defaults. And other than seeing like a video of this game, preview video, I have absolutely no idea what goes on in this. Other than that, you're like a character that walks around a planet. Okay. Lets me zoom in and out. It's fine. Okay, I can drag the planet. Cool enough. Or I can use the arrow keys. Yeah, that's fine. Looks like that's going to be quite a job. This is definitely a step down in difficulty from Endless Space. At least there aren't like 6 billion icons on the screen, so I can probably handle this. Sure thing. Not sure how close they want me to get these things. I guess that's how close they want. Yep, that's very empty. For a small little planet, this has a lot of giants. Okay. Forest giant. Obviously creates forests. Okay, that makes sense. Not sure why they wanted me to move the rock giant to the ocean giant when I have to move him away from the ocean giant, but taught me all about movement, so that's fine. Well, shoot, after endless space, this is quite relaxing. That was very difficult. Okay, yeah, let's make a mountain out of a molehill here. Apparently deserts are habitable lands, so that's cool. I will make more of the land habitable then. Get old boy to come over here and make a forest here. And I'll have my ocean guy head off and make another ocean here. Well, at least they held my hand with that tutorial. Definitely very different from the game I was just playing. Raise a forest of at least 10 patches. Well, I did that the last time, so that shouldn't be too difficult for me. Let's get him ready. Well, I'll build another forest before I start planting fruit while I'm here. Well, you create fruit, you get pests. Okay. Wow, Twitch cutting out on me again. Man, they're having a lot of trouble keeping their feed stable anymore. I wonder if something's going on there with their whole... You know, one of the things that came up with Twitch recently was that they were going to stop having it where you could archive your videos for as long as you wanted. You know, theoretically to move that server space over to, I guess, more deserving customers, you know, the people who get more views or whatever, but which is fine as a business decision. That's definitely their right to do, because obviously, you know, all these videos that are taking up gigs and gigs and only getting 1 or 2 video hits, yeah, it doesn't make much sense to keep them around. But something's really fishy with their streaming too. Seem to have a lot of trouble keeping a stream going. It actually got bad enough to the point where it asked me to submit a video playback issue. So I will have to do that later. Hopefully the stream actually comes back to me at some point here. Let me just check on that. Okay, well, at least from my Open Broadcaster software, it still shows me streaming. Anyway. So I'm going to assume that this is actually making it up to Twitch and just keep playing, because I'm here to play anyway, so... And I'm assuming if I plant more fruit, I'm going to get more people. So, more hungry mouths to feed. Let's see. Let's get some more fruit over here. Now they can eat to their heart's content. Okay, let's give them even more food. Well, it does look like my Twitch feed is back, finally. So, welcome to those of you out there who are watching this right now. I'm playing Reus for the first time here. Seems to be a god game where you just walk around the planet creating life for people. Kind of a simulation game, I suppose. Just have to wait for that ability to cool down here. Well, they're using 10 of the food, but they're holding off on that last one. Let me stroll over here and see if I can get them to use some of the food here. Okay, well there we go. Never mind that. They're definitely feeding me a lot of information at once here. I just kind of want to play around, but... Okie dokie. Let's move them on over then. Oops. No? It's giving me exclamation point, but I thought maybe it was because I was overriding the fruit. Well, I guess that is the case. Maybe. or the domesticated animals providing me food. Plus 3 food if a blueberry is within animal range. Okay, I'm sure that's gonna come in handy. Oh, looks like a good spot for some chickens. Now they want bananas. Man, these people are demanding. Sweet, I got a chieftain. Let me guess, he wants to ride the cool rock giant. Okay, select the rock giant and grab the ambassador. Yeah, kind of hard to tell what those symbioses are from this world map. Maybe I'll try there. Hopefully it doesn't screw with my food supply. Yeah, did a little bit. Sure. Let's go over here to a nice safe place and do it. Actually, let's go even further away. Make sure that I have plenty of room without screwing up the forest for my little people. Game definitely has a very unique aesthetic. It's quite charming. I think I just accidentally stopped that ability midway. Now we've got a nice desert. And I can place some animals there, apparently. Not sure how these things are going to survive in the desert. But I'll leave that up to the chickens. Okay, this time I've got burrowers, kangaroo rats, and a sweet new village. Okay, so desert herders like animals. Desert villages borders. I'm not entirely sure where the borders start and stop in this game, but I'm going to assume that I can get away with putting it there. Let's give it a shot, see what happens. Raise the wealth in use above 5 to activate the quartz. Okay, well, I'll wait for my quartz ability to cool down here. And there we go. Yeah, I'm still not entirely clear on where the village borders are. So I might be wasting land, but hopefully not. Hopefully they hurry up and start using this money that I'm giving them. For some reason it's not letting me turn the planet around the way I want to. It's letting me zoom in and out, but for some reason I can't move the planet as easily as I would like. Okay, well they're up to using 3 of my wealth, so I guess I just have to wait around for them to start using the money. 4 out of 10. Almost there, as it says it wants 5 out of 10 in use, so there we go. Sure. Happy to help. I'm a giant on a small world. I don't have anything else to do, no place to go. Improving this village until it can do its thing. Well, how about I give them more chickens or something? I'm sure they'd appreciate more food, wouldn't they? And I'll give them even more money if they can reach it over this mountain. My guess is that the mountains and the oceans create borders, so they shouldn't have access to the stuff that's on this side of the mountain, but maybe they do. Okay, so to get this thing activated I need 10 food in use and I need 10 wealth in use, but they're up to 8, so I just have to wait around a little bit for my shrine to be built here. Hopefully they start using that money a little faster. Nine out of 10, almost there. Okay, I think I'm understanding where the city borders are. Like if I look over here, there's these little towers. I noticed that there's this mine to the left that doesn't seem to have any miners in it, whereas the mine on the right side, well, my hands are neared, so the right side have people in there. So my guess is that those towers mark the borders of the different villages. Okay, and I'll go through the next tutorial. It sounds like it's the last one, so I'll go through the next tutorial, get a good idea for what the game is, and then probably move on after that. At least, unlike Endless Space, I'm actually getting the hang of this one. Not sure why it pauses the game every time I enter, but okay. Have to keep remembering to hit spacebar before I click forward on the tutorial for some reason there. Okay, so I've got my ocean giant, I've got something giant, swamp giant. Okay, well that makes sense. Okay, swamp and ocean. Well, I assume this works like the forest, so I'll start with an ocean here. Probably need to build a swamp where it's wet. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and get them started. No use wasting time waiting for the ocean to get built. Okay, got my 13 patches of swamp. And he's going to create some herbs. Go to it. Looks like I've already got people there. Well, I've got a dude. Oh, okay, there we go. We've got a civilization. And herbs lead to technology, makes sense because it's science. Peppermints. 7 technology will rise to 7, okay. Upgrade individual plants, animals, or minerals. Sure, let's do that. If I can remember where I planted the herbs, somewhere over here. Hopefully it lets me. I guess I just can't click very close to the tiles and then I can shift the planet around freely. So I just have to keep that mouse pointer away. That was my problem, apparently. There's my herbs right there. Okay, I see. The little flask is telling me where I planted those herbs. Transmutation. Well, let's see. It says tomato. So I transmuted the herbs into a tomato. Or I guess I have to click on it before I do that. Fair enough. Okay, so I need to have 15 technology in use and 15 food in use for this school to be built. And I'm not sure where the time is. Project patch. Oh, okay, it must be that green bar that's kind of ticking down on me. Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and get some livestock going. Wonder if I can use the growth aspect on the tomatoes again. Yeah, it seems to have affected them a little bit. Let's go over here and try these ones. Well, they should definitely have plenty of food. I do need more research though, so I do need to have more herbs lying around here. Technology and use. Yeah, I need to increase my technology here, however I do that. Thought I could do it by just increasing the number of herbs, but it must be too far away from the village to do, so... Can I go to this side? Oh, it looks like I can do some herbs there. Hopefully that's within the village border. Because right now it looks like I only have, it's kind of hard to see with these boxes in the way all the time, but I have 10 out of 10 research, so it obviously couldn't grow up to the 15 that it needed to complete this school. Now it's got up to 17, so it should be fine. Guess it couldn't hurt to make these things grow. Who knows if we'll need more research stuff later. And one other great thing about Twitch constantly dying on me in the streams is that it keeps changing the game I'm playing back to Project Spaghetti, which is the game that I make live on Saturdays. I guess it's trying to be helpful whenever I log in, but it's not being very helpful. Okay. The shadowy box is hiding it, but I'm just one research thing away from completing this school. Now I've got a school marm, I guess, that I can throw on my back. I'll pick him up with this guy. Or maybe it won't let me pick him up with that. Or do I have to right click on it? It said I just had to click on it, but I guess I have to right click. Okay, well, I imagine if I have to increase the prosperity of my planet, then I'm going to have to create more villages. I'm surprised this won't screw up my tomato plants. And obviously it did. But let's see what this guy does to these things. $19 food, yeah, I kind of like what I had going before, to be honest. Not exactly sure how this forest guy is supposed to be helping me. Let me undo that. Create another ocean over here. I don't think anything beyond those walls is actually going to help my village out, but it's worth checking out. Because I think, let's see, just counting it up, there's the 7, 9, 16. Well, that doesn't even add up to 17, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I do have this toxic aspect thing. Hopefully that's too bad. Maybe I can upgrade some of these plants with that. Let's see what happens when I upgrade these plants. So I had 13 food and 8 research on this spot. Now I have 11 research. Okay, so that's something I probably want to be doing if I can. That seems to be about the only spot it wanted me to do it. Not sure if this is actually helping my village out or not. Seems like it might be too far away. But it's not showing me any more spots where I can do this thing. Apparently I can't do that anywhere, so... Well, that spot seems about dead anyway, so let's go ahead and see what we can add to that. 15, that's a nice boost. And let's see what happens when I do this. So I had 15, now I have 15 food and 2 research. Any other spots I can do this? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Although it does look like if the villagers do use up all the food and research, I would get over 60. So I should be okay. Do that there too. Hopefully I don't screw things up too badly. Wow, okay, that kind of screwed things up. Don't want to do that because now there's no way I could get to 60. So I'll switch back to herbs here and get my ocean rock guy ready. Well, let's see. I have you kind of have to tilt your head here unless you want to keep moving the planet around, but I'll point it out. I do have 49 food potential, 49 potential food, 42 potential research, so that would be, plenty, theoretically, once they start using it all. And it looks like up in the corner they got up to 59, so... Well, got ahead of myself there. I already have my forest. Swamp giant. Exotic animals. And I have to use that in the forest somewhere. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that. Looks like I might have another god coming on here. Okay, I got Rocky back. And he's going to create symbiosis for the stoats, which are... Where are they? Where'd my stoats go? Those my stoats? Don't see my stoats. That's a grove. That's a chicken. That's St. Tim. It said I had stoats somewhere. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Let's try that again. Let's make some of those stoats here. Okay. So the symbiosis is +2 wealth if there's a mineral within animal range. So obviously Rocky's going to create my mineral for me. Which one has the animals? Use the forest giant's leaf aspect ability on the blueberries to transform them into strawberries. Alright, well, that sounds fun. Wherever those are. Go over here to the ocean where I have some free space and just try that along without anything else to get in my way there. Okay, so I got my blueberries. Now I'm going to make my strawberries. Guess I could have done that over here. Maybe. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. For this project, all that needs to be done is to have 15 wealth in use and 15 food in use. And my village has plenty of both as long as they use it, so I should be safe. So I would imagine that, this is obviously a tutorial level. What it's just trying to do is teach you the game, but I assume that once you start getting more and more difficult requirements and things, what you probably have to do is figure out exactly the best way to use your land, so you have blueberries here and this kind of thing here and then this kind of thing here, and then you upgrade this over here to make sure that it's over, matching with this thing over here. It's probably just, keeping track of which tiles are next to each other is pretty much the gist of the game, it seems. Okay, who's this ambassador want to jump on? I guess Rocky, probably. Let's grab. As a result of their huge growth, your village has become extremely greedy, as they do. Be sure to tap space so you can pause and see what's happening. St. Tim is attacking Newston. Well, this sounds fun. Let's zoom in on the chaos here. Oh, goody, I get to do some smiting. Alright, well, let's teach this village a lesson. The road to hell is paved with greed. Goodbye, St. Tim. I'll just start the era and then save out of it. Hopefully, it'll just keep the game for me, but okay, so I guess you just have to go through the game and do all of these objectives as you get through things. Finish an area in a village with 50 of each resource, etc. So you just have to complete all these things as you go. But I kind of get the picture, so I'm just going to save. And quit out of this. So that was Reus. After Endless Space, comparatively much easier on the brain, although it does have a lot of complexity that I'm sure comes out once you start trying to get those pieces right next to each other. Making sure that you balance all those resources, dealing some punishment to the villages that are getting a little greedy. I'm sure that's how it goes, and I'm sure it's actually going to be quite an interesting game when I start to dig into it. But for Blue Tengu Unplugged, since I'm off on summer vacation and I just want to kind of, play a smattering of games, see what they're like, the next game I'm going to be playing is Papers, Please, which is I think I don't know if it's Cold War or not, but it's, former communist bloc checkpoint simulator, and it should be a little less colorful than Reus, but for the purpose of YouTube, I'm going to sign off right now. So if you're watching this on YouTube, jump to the next episode if you're interested in Papers, Please. If you're watching me on Twitch, then just hang around. So I'm going to sign off here. See you next time.